Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
With my current business, I had a previous brand that doesn't really exist anymore. So within this brand, I had a transport business as well, which I ran both businesses. I ended up getting really busy between the two of them as both were doing well. I ended up selling the transport business and just decided to stick with the SEO agency and ended up selling the transport business and my rebranding and then growing my current agency that I have. And I know I still speak to the previous owner or the owner of the previous transport business that I sold, and they are doing really well. And a lot of that is still on the back of the SEO that I originally did. And I've just been pushing my current agency, growing as much as we can via partnerships mostly. We are now getting into sponsored ads and all of that as well. And I've grown the business from scratch as well. So I learned as I went along the way as well.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
My main reason for selling the business is I have other interests as well that I want to pursue. One of them is volunteering. I love animals and doing work with animals, but I have a few other things that I'm planning on doing. And one of them especially is very time consuming. And that's something that I've been wanting to do for a number of years now. And that is one of the main reasons that I'm selling the agency. As I know, the agency does have a lot of potential, but you can only take a business so far. As much as I love the agency, as much as I love doing SEO, and I still do, I do want to take my own life in a different direction as well. And that is why I am selling.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
So within the agency, everything, of course, is teachable as well. But let me start with the staff, where, as you know, it's mostly an SEO agency. We've only now started going into different avenues as well. Staff in terms of publishing and content and a bit of strategy as well, especially my second in charge currently, they are really good and everyone knows what they are doing. So my main part in the business is mostly admin, finance, clients as well. Plus my staff also do clients as well as staff management, and link building is outsourced. So I manage that part as well, but everything is teachable, everything SOPs. I still need to flesh them out a little bit. Yeah, that's mainly my main part in the business. So, and I mean, this is something that any new agency owner can take over, or a bigger agency with acquisition can also take over.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
So if I want to keep the business and I were to grow it, like I mentioned in my previous note, sponsored advertising is something that we haven't pursued aggressively, which we are playing around at the moment. Sponsored advertising, definitely. I think things like cold email campaigns I've seen works for a lot of agencies. We've just never really tried. We did try it once, but never really fully went for it. And we did actually get some good leads. And then I would definitely focus on partnerships as well, because we have a really nice white label platform. And especially one of our partners in the US, they have other agencies, bigger agencies, referring SEO clients to them where they refer it back to us. So I think that whole partnership can be nurtured even more, especially if it's an agency already offering other services like conversion rate optimization, which we don't do, Google Ads, and so on. I think there's big growth or potential for growth there within our current list of agencies that we work with, even our own clients, adding more service to our offerings because the brand is really trusted. Our brand is fairly well known where we are. And that's something that I'll go interview with as well. But yeah, I think there's a lot of scope for growth. And I have some ideas there as well of what else can be done.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
I think as with most businesses, risk is dependent on any business that you buy, any venture has a set of risks. But it depends on the agency or the owner of how aggressively they want to take over, what they're planning with the business. But I think the risk can very much be mitigated with I have an idea of how I want the whole transition to go in terms of clients and so on as well. But that depends on the agency or owner buying the business over. I think if you keep on doing what we are doing currently, get to know the strategy a little bit before making any final decisions in terms of other directions, I think the risk can very much be mitigated.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
Well, I grew the business from scratch. I would be happy to give 3 months, 6 months, or whatever we decide. I'm happy to give full support because I know the business can do a lot better than we're doing now with the right agency or new owner. So I'm willing to do whatever we agree on, and I'm very open to ideas and suggestions to help the new owner or the new agency be 100% up to date with what we do with our clients and all of that. So pretty much whatever I need to do to help mitigate any risk and to help a new agency or new owner come in and just do really well with the business.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
Again, I'm not sure an out payment structure, but again, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to offers. If it's something that we decide on and we all agree and of course sign contract for that, then whatever we agree on, yes, I'm happy to do so.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
Our brand is really strong. We have a good reputation, and the strategies that we currently have, the way we work with clients are really good. We're very open and transparent. And I think overall, with the brand and with what we do, we have a virtual summit that we do the SEO masterclass with every year as well. And other brands like Shopify and Amazon and PayPal are also present. And we are the only agency that does the masterclass on SEO or the presentation on SEO. So good brand, good strategy, really good potential for growth as well. And again, I'm happy to support with however I need to.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.